All right, I'm here with something a little bit different, something I've wanted to kind of thought about the idea of doing, perhaps maybe some more midweek videos, perhaps maybe on Wednesday or so, whenever I put this up, and try to do that more often because I know, maybe everyone gets a little bit bored of pickup videos, although this is pickup video adjacent. But I've realized that I do reference old pickup videos a lot in my modern pickup videos. And I probably shouldn't expect everyone to have watched all of these because I can't imagine anyone's binge watching these crappy old videos. And I certainly can't imagine that I've had too many people or who've been around the whole time since my first pickup videos. Because when I started doing pickup videos, my channel only had about 100 subscribers. So I can't probably think that everyone knows what I'm talking about when I make these references. So I thought could be interesting for me to perhaps go in and kind of take some of my best moments or some of my best finds from the older days and kind of commentate, react to it. I haven't watched a lot of these videos in a really long time, so I think it could be interesting to just look back on it, maybe look at prices at the time, what I paid for stuff at the time, some stuff that I let go, some stuff that I probably shouldn't have sold. So it will be interesting, and if you like this idea, make sure to let me know in the comments. I'll probably, if there's a good amount of comments saying that you like this, if you want me to keep doing this, I will keep doing it, but this might just be a one-off thing. But I thought I'd go back to my first pickup video. I'm halfway in the middle of the pickup video, as you can see. And the reasoning for that is more so than anything. I started recording this, and I got through that, and I was like, this is boring as heck. Because all I did was I went to a convention, like a small convention in my area. Wasn't very interesting and not very relevant to anything. But the store pickup, the game store buyout that I did, well, not buyout, quote unquote. I bought a bunch of stuff from a closing store. That gets referenced a lot more, even in modern pickup videos. So I figured maybe it'd be fun to go back and revisit that, see what I got, see if there's anything I sold that I shouldn't have. I know there is one thing that I sold that I shouldn't have had. And this was actually two parts. I don't know if I'll get to the second part of the store pickup. Store buyout pickups, but we'll look at the first part right now. I think I'm just going to start and stop every once in a while. It gets a little hectic, a little chaotic with everything. So I'm going to just get into it. I'll start. You can hear 6.5 years ago, me talking about my pickups.
Moving on here. After that, we visited a store that I don't go to very often. But we decided to go there, and it was closing down. So everything was at the time 35% off. So I got some pretty cool stuff. I got...
No, an ad. Raid Shadow Legends, no.
The RPG mobile hit of 20...
Twilight Princess for the GameCube, because I have it on the Wii. I don't really like the Wii version that much, so I've never finished this game, so I'll play through it on the GameCube eventually.
So this copy of Twilight Princess I got at this store. I don't remember how. I'll say in a second how much I paid for it, but it actually didn't end up working. It ended up freezing up. I had to get it. To my knowledge, I played through this one. It worked fine after that, so I don't know, but that was a bit annoying.
This was $40, but at 35% it was like $26, so I couldn't pass that up.
Yeah, that's not too bad of a deal, because I just sold one on eBay for I think 80 or so earlier in the summer, so pretty good deal there. I think the price was around 40 to 50 then. It's never been the super cheap game, because it was like one of the last big, I think it probably was the last release on GameCube.
That was a good deal here. And here's something pretty cool. I got a Sega CD. It came with a Genesis, actually. This is my Genesis. It came with a Model 1 Genesis, and this was only $15. So, it didn't have any of the cables, but I bought the power cable for like $5, and the thing works, so I don't have any games for it. I have like one football game I bought for $0.25 just to see if it worked, but this is pretty cool to have. I'm pretty happy about that for $15. I already got my Sega on here. And
yeah, that's the Sega CD I still use. That's still in my collection. I still use that one when I want to play Sega CD games, which I will say is not too often, but looking at it right now, I can see it right now. So that is still there. $15 for that. I kind of forgot about that it came also with a Genesis. That's a heck of a deal. I remember it was just, they had like a pile of stuff right in the center of and like this, I don't know, really, it was just kind of a table-like thing. Table's not a right word for it, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, they just had a pile of stuff on there. I'd love to go back in time. I wish I would have recorded, but it would probably been weird. See what else was in there, but $15 for that thing is extremely good.
Start collecting for that, I guess.
All right, I'm cut away for a second because I started talking about picking up Arkwright's Fantasia that I didn't even get at this store. I was like, all right, I got this at my local store. And then I cut back to talking about the fines. So I'm going to have to cut that out. Who knows what I was thinking. I barely know how to make videos now, and I've made a couple hundred of them. God knows that I didn't know what I was doing back then.
Well, I went back to that the little store.
Oh, I
was closing down, and everything was still 35% off, but I still got some pretty cool stuff. Here I got Hotel Dusk for the DS. I like visual novels a lot, so I played like 3 hours of this. I really like it. I'm going to keep playing it. I'm trying to show, but it's hard to open with one hand.
Two notes here. Hotel Dusk, great game, really really cool. Second of all, yeah, you might have noticed that I did like the first 2 years of these pickup videos with just holding the camera in one hand. I was no Roger Deakins or something. No, the cinematography is terrible. I'm like all over the place with my hand trying to touch stuff, trying to show stuff, trying to touch stuff, trying to open stuff. Ridiculous. I don't know what I was doing. I have a tripod now, and I'm still a moron. The tripod is like half the times like slanted or whatever, but at least I'm not moving the camera all over the place.
It didn't come with the manual, but this was like $3. So with they had the discount, it was like $5. It was like a $3.25 once I got it. So I wanted to get that game for a while. So why not get it for $3? Next, I got this. This is kind of a work in progress, but I got this Xbox like light up sign. I took the light out. We're working on it right now. It's a work in progress, like I said. But it lights up. It looks pretty good. I think it's pretty cool. It'll definitely look pretty good in the game room once it's all done. And this was $10. So I figured why not just pick that up. Next.
Yeah, I still have that Xbox sign. It was actually displayed in the old game room a little bit at some point. I don't know how long it was for. I don't know where I kind of forgot about it. I know where it is. It's like stored away in my storage somewhere. I kind of forgot about it. I should figure out a place where to put it because it is kind of cool. I got it cleaned up pretty decently. It's a little yellowed, but I got it cleaned up pretty decently. It does look pretty cool. So I should probably find a place for that, but who knows when I'll ever get to that or figure that out. But that just reminded me of that sign. All right, yeah, I'm switching back then. I had to cut out again because, yeah, the end of that rest of that video, I seem to remember getting more on that first trip, but I guess most of the stuff I did get was when it was 70% off. So I am, skipping over now a little bit to the next video, March 2014 video game pickups. This is when I bought the bulk of it, I guess, because I think I only bought like 3 things at this point. So this is when I got the bulk of it. We'll take a look at this. Hopefully there's not too much crap I have to cut out.
And then going into the store that I visited, I didn't get too much outside of that store, but going to the store that was closing down, I bought this stuff when it was 35% off. Valhalla Knights Elder Saga, Wii RPG. I heard this isn't the greatest of the Wii RPGs, but
no, it is not a very good game. Also, yeah, I forgot how many stops that I made to this. I only ever really remember maybe 2 distinctive visits, like the first time when I figured out they were closing, and then the time where everything was like 70% off, and I was like just rummaging. I got to a point where I was just rummaging through their stuff. So I don't remember going here like 4 or 5 times.
This 35% off, this was $20, so this was all the way down to it was like what, $12, $13. And I never see this game anywhere, and people like to overprice for it since it is an RPG. So I picked that up. That's a good price. And this was also $12. I don't have a Saturn yet, but Sonic 3D Blast. I know this will be one I want to get when I get a Saturn. I know this isn't the best Sonic game. Believe me, I've played it before. But, you know what, $12 is something I'm willing to pay for that. And
yeah, it's not too bad for $12 nowadays for Sonic 3D Blast. Pretty good find there. I remember it just being in the glass. I regret there was a lot of Saturn games in there and a lot of like Dreamcast games and Sega CD games in the cabinet, I remember. And I either just didn't know what they were, and they were probably a little higher end even with the discount. Higher end for me back then was maybe like $30. I wish I could go back. If I could go back, I would probably buy out almost everything in this store nowadays. Maybe not everything, but I would buy a lot more than I did back then, because I probably went to this store with like $150 cash, and if that. So God knows what I could have got now. with a little bit more, trying to focus more income, more money towards, flipping and collecting and everything.
Then the next stuff I got is from when it was everything was 40% off, and they actually let us into the back of the store to check out the empty cases.
Yes, so I went here. This is not. It's kind of like 30 minutes away, so I went like a lot of times to this. I guess it's lockdown stuff. Although I don't think there was too many people buying. I don't remember anyone else ever being in the store besides me and my friend, and whatever. I don't think there's too many people here. But yeah, the first person who was working the store was just an employee, and he was like still trying to get top dollar for stuff. That's why the first couple times I went there, I didn't get too much because he was still trying to get top dollar for stuff and not really doing anything. And then we dealt with who I think was the manager, who was just trying to get rid of stuff. That's when we start to see things go to like 40% off, 70% off. That's when we started getting deals. I remember there was like a copy of Persona 4 on PS2 where the game disc was just the case with the CD, and then the game disc was ruined. The game disc would not have played. And I asked him how much he wanted for it, the employee, not the manager, and he said he wanted like $20 or something. It was like, that's how much the game went for at that time. So it was kind of ridiculous.
And there was manuals and artworks all over the place. So I got some cool stuff. I got an empty case for Halo, the first Halo. And then I got if you remember my last video, I got the disc for it in that big Xbox lot I got. So I just put my disc in there. Now I have a complete copy of Halo. That's good. I got some manuals. These were all 50 cents. So I'm willing to pay 50 cents. Mario Kart Double Dash. Resident Evil 2. Is this one actually complete or pages falling out of this? No, this is just this. Seems like a small manual though. Resident Evil 2. Batten Kaitos, Eternal Wings, and The Last Ocean. And Jet Grind Radio. Also, I did get this Legend of Dragoon.
Some pretty incredible. I forgot about the manuals. Those pretty incredible 50-cent manuals. I actually still have that Resident Evil 2 manual. That is still in my manual folder that I have. I didn't even remember where that came from. That's crazy. I've had that for 6 years, but those are some incredible manuals for 50 cents. I completely forgot about that.
These are all 50 cents, and they had the discount of 40% off. So I got these for dirt cheap. And
I didn't even realize 50 cents with the 40% off. That's incredible.
All good titles here. Next are some artworks I got. Here's the back artwork to Crash Bandicoot, the first one. It's just the back, no disc, no front, but that was 50 cents, so plus the discount. I got some amazing deals. Artwork for Final Fantasy 12. Cool to have. And the artwork for Mario Kart Double Dash. So if I get this game disc only, I have another complete copy that I can sell.
Hey, wow, that's pretty. I completely forget that I got essentially a whole entire case for Double Dash for under $1. And I did end up finding a disc, I believe, and selling that copy out.
So it doesn't hurt to have extra artworks laying around. Here's some empty cases that I got. Silent Hill 4, The Room. This actually has a manual as well. So that's cool. Tales of Symphonia, just an empty case. No manual. A game I've wanted for a while, Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. This is the manual, but no disc. So I'll probably just pick that up disc only, but this is kind of, if you can see up here, it's kind of ripped up.
I still have that case for Eternal Darkness as well in with my cases. And what's really funny is that the game, you can see the store was called the Game Rack. I don't think anyone should, it doesn't exist anymore. It hasn't existed in over half a decade. So it doesn't really matter. And it's not anywhere near my, where I live too much. So it doesn't really matter. But what's funny is that the Stone Age Gamer store that I'm a big fan of, it's kind of far drive for me, but I try to get up there every couple months. They're currently closed at the moment, which kind of sucks. But they're going to reopen up. They're renovating. They're going to reopen up soon. But that's what's funny is that they were the ones who I believe, bought out the rest of the inventory from the store before they opened up their physical location. So if you go in there, there's still some games, very, very, bottom tier games on their shelves that still have that sticker for the game rack, which it's always funny to see that and think, oh, there it is. And every once in a while I'll go to a flea market or I'll go somewhere, I'll see the sticker for this store. I always think it's pretty funny that, it's still around. Also $15 for what I would assume would be that they're charging for a complete copy of Eternal Darkness. Very, very good.
This has $15. I'm not sure why. I guess it was from the original. Maybe someone just took the disc out or stole the disc, and it's from when they were originally trying to sell this. Don't know. And Resident Evil 4. This doesn't have the manual. Oh, it does have the manual, but you never find double disc GameCube game cases. One I know of, there's one Tiger Woods game that has a double disc case for some reason. So if you ever need a replacement case, I think Enter the Matrix, there's a James Bond game that has it. But free ones plus Resident Evil 4. Why not? More empty cases here. This one's kind of funny. Well, I got first, because you never find these big long box games, so sports game. World Series Baseball 98. And then this next one's kind of funny, because I just bought this for the case. I had no idea what this game was. And it is Lords of Thunder. And apparently this is like a $70 game.
Holy crap. I've completely forgot about this Lords of Thunder pickup. Yeah, I ended up selling the case. It had some water damage, and I didn't think I'd ever find the game. I never did find the game. But yeah, completely forgot. I was looking it up right now. Complete price that game goes for like $270 now. So maybe I should have held the case. Lesson learned, I suppose. But yeah, I completely forgot that I got Lords of Thunder case for Sega CD. I probably should have kept that, but I'm not too heartbroken over it because it was pretty water damaged and stained and wrinkled in the back from what I remember.
I did not know that. So that's weird. Too bad the game wasn't in it, but just the case. It had the foam too. But it has the manual and the artwork. The artwork, I don't know if you can see it. The artwork is water damaged. Maybe someone on eBay will want this because...
Yeah, it doesn't show up as well. It was really water damaged. I had to make sure. I almost felt like it was going to crack when I was taking it out of the case to take pictures of it for eBay. I did sell it on eBay. I think I probably sold, I don't know. I probably only sold it for like $25, $30, I think. So probably should have held on to it, but
apparently this is a game that's worthwhile. So that's cool. Let me see here. All right, here's some actual games now. I'm sure you wanted to see this. These were sealed games that they had forever, and he only wanted $10 plus 40% off, so $6. Here's Baroque, sealed. I don't know if I'm going to keep this sealed. This game looks interesting, but I don't know if I would play it for more than like 5 minutes.
It is still sealed, so it probably might be good. I don't know. It's published by Atlas, but it is, as far as I know, still sealed in my collection.
But Baroque sealed for $6 is great. And I just kind of picked this one up because I knew it had a really limited print run. It's Klonoa, and this is sealed. I think I'm going to keep this sealed because this is like $40 sealed right now.
Yeah, that game still holds some good value sealed. I kept mine sealed, which I think was probably a smart decision. I would like to find a copy of that game to actually try it out because I really like the original PS1 Klonoa, but yeah, probably better to keep it sealed. Good find though there.
Klonoa, when it first came out, I guess in its first week only sold like 700 copies, something really, really low. So I'm thinking it might actually be worth something someday. So I think I might just keep that sealed. I do want to play it though. I might get a loose copy somewhere. Next is, I got this really cheap Hybrid Heaven for the 64. This is in nice shape. Another 64 game, why not? And this was $10, 40% off. It was $6. Space Channel 5. I don't know if you can see it as like the lenticular cover with her kicking her leg. This is a really great game, actually. I really like this. A must own for the Dreamcast.
Yeah, Space Channel 5 is awesome. It's just a fun game. Beat it in like under 2 hours. Really fun, really arcadey. Good time. I really like Space Channel 5. I forgot that I got it at this store. It's still the copy that I own for myself.
And this is nice shape, so I was definitely glad to pick that up. This was $1. It's a PS1 but the first controller port does not work. But it does read discs and everything, so I do have a PS1, like ONE, the tiny one, that does not read discs, so I was thinking maybe I could get parts from this and put it into that, but either way.
Yeah, it was awfully bold of me to think that I could actually do anything like that. What I think ended up happening is I just sold those two in a lot, as is, for parts. Awfully bold to think that for me, someone of my, lacking skills could fix up a PlayStation ONE. Not sure what's going on there.
I got Dreamcast fishing rod. This was $3 plus 40% off. I don't know what that is offhand. Like 160 maybe. I don't know, 170. So I'm happy to have a Dreamcast fishing rod. I was playing Sega Marine Fishing last night, and it is very, very uninteresting, but it's still cool to have it because I'm trying to go for a complete Dreamcast collection.
Yeah, I love them. I'm still in the quest of the complete Dreamcast collection, but you can see the Dreamcast collection that I had at the time, which is maybe 10 games there. You can see it to the right next to the PlayStation 1 games. I find it really funny that I'm trying to go for a complete Dreamcast collection, and not only am I still doing it now, but I was really starting strong. You don't usually start collecting a system with the intention of getting everything, but
because there's not very many games for it, and there's not too many that are worth too much, but I'm trying to go in for a complete Dreamcast collection. Next, these were 60 cents each. They were $1 plus 40% off. Tomb Raider 3 Strategy Guide and Tomb Raider Last Revelation Toys R Us Laura's Exclusive Level Locator Strategy Guide. 60 cents, I couldn't pass these up. I love strategy guides. These aren't in the best shape. This has this big like chunk torn out of it, and I thought someone took out like the barcode or something, and the spine on this one's kind of messed up. But my strategy guide collection's not too what's the word I'm looking for? In great condition. Yeah, too in great condition, but I couldn't turn that down for how cheap it was. And those strategy guides are always fun to collect. All right, next is when I went to the store on its final day of the day it closed. Everything was 70% off. So,
all right, now here's where it gets the good stuff, the 70% off. This is when I start making the purchases.
I got a lot of stuff here. Let me begin with, I'll start with the empty cases again. Let me see what I got. Mario Golf. I got Mario Golf empty case. I believe it comes with the manual. Yes, it does. So that's cool to have. If I ever find a disc for this. This one's actually pretty cool because it's a Pokemon White 2. Because, Pokemon games are so easy to find card only. And then this has the manual.
I wish that was true with White 2. I've had the same the same 3 White 2 cases. I think that might be one of them for a long time. Don't find White 2. Obviously now that game is quite expensive, so it's funny to see me just being, it's really easy to get Pokemon games.
As well. So if I ever get that for cheap, it'll be a complete copy. What is this? Kirby Squeak Squad. That
is another game that I've had the case for with my cases for years, and I've never found a copy of that game.
Does this have the manual? I can't really open this with one hand. Yep, this had the manual. So for what the cases were $1 plus 70% off, so 30 cents. I couldn't pass up these 3 cases for 30 cents. Just an empty DS case, two empty DS cases. Not much to say there. The cream of the crop. I got some great games. These were all either 50 cents originally or 25 cents originally. So I just bought them for their cases because a 50-cent game plus 70% off is like 15 cents. And a 25-cent game is even less than that, like 7 cents. So, Madden 2005. I don't know if this has the. I'm not even gonna play these games. I just bought these for the cases because their cases were in nice shape. Fear the D.
Oh no.
What else is here? Madden 2004. I don't care if there's manuals in there. And Madden 2002. So, a bunch of original Xbox sports games for cheap. Whatever. For all three of these, I think one of them was a quarter originally, so like 7 cents, and one of them, the other two were 15. So, what? Who cares? I got here Godzilla Destroy All Monsters artwork for the GameCube. This was another, like, I think this was 50 cents, so 15 cents. Why not? Got these artworks. Greatest Hits Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, and Greatest Hits Mega Man Legends.
Once again, I still have that Mega Man Legends back artwork just sitting with all my, empty cases and, extra stuff.
So these back artworks always could come in handy. I try not to collect Greatest Hits, but my PS1 collection does have some Greatest Hits in there. But oh well. The next stuff's actually pretty cool here. Let me see. Yeah, I'll keep going with the empty cases because I only have a few of those left. This one I only bought it because it was really cheap, 30 cents once again. It's the Final Fantasy VII. It has the back artwork, and it had 2 of the discs. It had disc 1 and 2, but disc 1 was completely destroyed. It wouldn't play, but disc 2 played. To my knowledge, it started up. So also the manual's no good. It's not stapled. Let me get this out of here. It is not stapled. So it's just like falling apart. It doesn't have like a whole bunch of pages. I don't know. I know it doesn't have the cover. This starts on, it doesn't have page numbers either. But it does not have any page numbers, or it doesn't have the manual like complete. But for the back and 2 discs, even if one of them doesn't work, 30 cents is a good price. Spyro Ripto's Rage. Oh, that must have gone along with the Ripto's Rage Greatest Hits artwork I got. And this one's really cool to have, even if it's just a case. Power Stone. Case is in really nice shape.
Yeah, that's a fantastic one. That's the case I have in my collection. I went on eBay and bought a disc, I think, for like $30. So that was really one great case to get for, I think, 30 cents or whatever.
For the Dreamcast. This is like a $40 game, so if I ever find the disc, I have it complete. That's always great, and 30 cents.
$30 game.
Next is some disc-only stuff I got. These were all $1, so again, 30 cents. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. It was just this big box of like disc-only stuff, and it was all scratched. They said they didn't know if it worked or not. This Spyro actually did work. I tested that, as well as this Silent Hill does. I got.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice find. I got some decent Silent Hill finds. I got that Silent Hill 4 one. But yeah, I don't remember that disc being in too bad a shape. That's a pretty good find, especially those games are so expensive now.
And I already have Silent Hill complete, so I'm just going to put this on eBay and maybe make a little bit of money back. Because, again, 30 cents for these is great. Oh, shoot. Just thinking of how cheap something is. I got this Legend of Dragoon manual, and I forgot to include this one. I went there when everything was 40% off. He also gave all 4 discs of Legend of Dragoon for $1 plus the 40% off. So this was 60 cents, and this was, I believe, 30 cents. Yeah. Yeah. All right, because this was 50 cents plus 30% off, and this was. So I got all this for 90 cents, and the discs I test them all. They all start up and work. So as long as if I get a case for this, I can get this for like under $10.
Yeah, I ended up getting a really cheap case for that. So those are all the discs in my collection. So a lot of great collection pieces kind of came from this original.
I paid 90 cents for all the Legend of Dragoon stuff. Can't believe I forgot to get that, because forgot to mention that in the video, because that's actually pretty cool find. Next up, I got some more disc-only stuff. Resident Evil Code Veronica Disc 1. This one actually works, which is funny because it's the Blockbuster. It has a big Blockbuster sticker on it. And then this Disc 2 does not work. I don't know. You can tell, like, it's really gross.
Yeah, I don't know what became of this Code Veronica. These Code Veronica discs. I must have done something with them at some point, but I don't have those around anymore. I already had a complete copy of it, so I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, I remember distinctly that Blockbuster sticker.
Like, I cleaned it with water, and that's not even just like fingerprints. That's just like scratches. So that doesn't work. But a dead disc I think he gave me all 3 discs for $1. And another disc 1 for Code Veronica. I already have Code Veronica complete, so again, this one's like dead. It's pretty bad, but it's funny that the Blockbuster one works. It doesn't look too bad. Yeah, the Blockbuster one worked fine. It's funny that one would work considering it's a rental. Every kid in town probably had their hands on that. But here's the discs that came in that Final Fantasy disc 7, disc 2. This one was fine. Had some scratches, but nothing bad. And Final Fantasy 7 disc 1, which is dead. You can't really tell, I guess. Yeah, you can't really tell. But it got like a really bad buffer job, and it's not coming back from the grave. But that's unfortunate. But whatever, 30 cents for both those discs. If disc 2 works, maybe someone will want it on eBay. Next is some actual games I bought. The best game in the world, Citizen Kane of gaming. Big Mother Truckers.
Yeah, Big Mother Truckers. This copy I actually still use. As many people probably know, that when you test a PlayStation 2, you want to make sure that it plays both DVD, just the normal back discs, as well as the blue back discs, which are CDs, because sometimes one or the other won't work. So I just keep this game around and use it as my blue back case, CD testing disc when I ever get PS2s to sell. So this copy is still in my life in relative use. Probably gets more playtime than a lot of the stuff I got from this, unfortunately. But also, you got to remember, I just tweeted this out like yesterday. Big Mother Truckers 2 Big Mother Truckers got a sequel. Got a second game. Big Mother Truckers 2 exists, and we never got a follow-up to Kid Icarus Uprising. Absolute disgrace.
For the PS2, it's disgusting how they're really trying to sell this game on sex. I mean, there's that and that.
Oh, no. Abjo's morally grandstanding on the content of Big Mother Truckers. Oh, no.
I played this game at a friend's house. This game is terrible. But it was 90 cents, and I had to buy this Big Mother Truckers. This is complete, actually. It was $3 plus 70% off, 90 cents. Why not? This was 90 cents as well to go towards getting a complete Dreamcast collection. Flag to Flag. This was also 90 cents. Sydney 2000 Olympics. I think this Olympics, yeah. Why not? And this was originally $20, so marked down to $4. Or what would that be? $6. Heart of Darkness. I've heard mixed things about this. Some people say it's great. Some people say it's terrible. So I'll play this at some point.
I did play it. It is terrible.
This one I got for my dad as a joke. He used to like this show. And this was like 90 cents. It's complete Xbox game. This one was cool. I think I paid $6 for this, Knights sealed. This was the most I spent on one thing. This was sealed, but I opened it. This was, I think, $7. Dead Space Extraction for the Wii. It's still sealed at the bottom. I haven't opened it, but
Yeah, I did open it just because the seal was like already pretty much destroyed anyway. I figured why not just open it up. I think I still have the bottom seal on this. I remember playing it, so maybe I don't, or I don't know. But
the seal was kind of gross, and it ripped when I took the sticker off, so I just took it all off. I'll play this at some point. I think it's an on-rails shooter. Look, it sounds pretty cool, so I'll have to check that out. And I got these next two. I had to take a phone call real quick. These next ones I got sealed. I'm just going to put them on eBay because I spent a lot of money and I need to get some of that back. Naruto Shippuden Clash of Ninja Revolution 3. I think that was like $4 for me or something. This was $3. Tulip. I think
this is painful for me. This is absolutely painful. So I get this. Just give it. I get this for $3. Tulip. This is a pretty uncommon game, and sealed. So that's kind of crazy. I can't believe it was still in there. And this game's well over $100 sealed now. This is a pretty pricey game, even to get a complete copy, but well over $100 sealed. And I think I sold it on eBay for like $17 or something. And then the guy, after I sold it, because I sold it at auction, never sell anything, never sell like a single game or anything like that at auction. If you're going to do auction, sell like lots or something. But the guy, got it at auction. There's not too many people interested in the game. I think he got it for the $17. And then he messaged me all mad because I guess there's like a small tear in the seal that happened during shipping. I don't know. And he's like, well, if you were a real collector, you'd understand the importance of this small tear in the seal. And it's like, okay. And I was like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, well, send me back $2. And it's like, okay. So I only got $15 for this. Very painful to remember this. It's just like, man, I should have just kept that for my collection. I don't know what I was thinking.
This rate,
because it is a game I'd actually want to try because it just looks so strange and so weird. I think it was by the same developers as Rule of Rose.
Recently, this like went from like a nothing game no one cared about to something. I'm not sure why, but yeah, might as well get those two just to make a little bit of money back here. Next is a game I've been looking to get for a while, but I've never seen a price I really want, and for $4.50 I couldn't pass it up. It's 3D Dot Game Heroes. I guess it's kind of like a Zelda game, like a modern top-down Zelda game. So I'm excited to play this at some point. It looks pretty cool. This one I bought, it was $10, 70% off, of course makes it $3. And I've heard this is a really weird game, Never Dead. I guess you play as a zombie and like throw your head around. So I can't...
I don't know what happened with the clip, but I've yet to play Never Dead. It is still sealed.
Our battery died, and I had to wait for it to recharge enough that I could start filming this again. So I started to put some stuff on the shelf. That's why you'll see like Conquer and I think Heart of Darkness I put back already. And I also discovered some stuff that I forgot I bought on this trip. So this was 90 cents. It's Tomorrow Never Dies. 90 cents for a James Bond game's not bad. And I was talking about Never Dead. I don't know where I left off. This is sealed. It looks weird. You're like a zombie and your head's torn off. You tear your head off and stuff. And like throw it around. I don't know. That's what I got from it. This one's pretty cool. This was $4.50. Bit Trip Saga.
That's a good pickup because that's a pretty hard one to find on 3DS nowadays. So that's not a bad little pickup there. I forgot that. I know I've had that in the collection, but I forgot that this is specifically where I got it from.
Everyone says these Bit Trip games are great, and it's cool to check them out. I love the 3DS, so it'll be great to see them on that. Maybe these will look cool in 3D. So
they don't look cool in 3D. Don't play it in 3D. It looks atrocious. I'm sorry. Game's pretty cool otherwise, though.
Excited to play that. This one was 90 cents as well, and TV and Lust, the YouTube channel, he talks about this game. He says it's one of the best Xbox games. Advent Rising. So for 90 cents, I definitely give that a shot. Need some more Xbox games. And this was cool. $3. It came with the power brick, but no video cables. Is the Pokemon XD GameCube. It's really scratched up. It's in real...
Yeah, this is another one that I probably should have hung on to. I did end up selling this like a couple years after. I remember it just sat in a drawer for a long time, and then I ended up selling it a couple years after, just as is. It did work, but it was really bad shape. But I've never seen it since. I should have kept it. A pretty dumb move on my part. And nowadays I kind of say if it's something you're not going to see very often, just hold on to it. And if it's something like this where it's in bad shape, at least sell it and then put that money towards buying one in good shape while you have it. Because, I don't know how much this goes for, but I'm sure it's more than whatever I paid for it here.
Real bad shape, but it does work. They tested it at the store. And, yeah. It's too bad it's in bad shape, but you can kind of see these scratches in here. It scratched the heck this whole top. But somehow the little Pokemon thing's like fine. Maybe if I can take the door off, because the door is not too badly scratched, just at the top. I don't know how someone scratches their console this badly. But it worked for $3. I couldn't turn that down. And then this is one I found. It's not even worth putting in this video. I didn't buy it at the store. I bought it at a store called Buybacks, which is a pretty decent store.
Don't care about Buybacks. Buybacks sucked. It's pretty much gone now. Yeah, that looks like it's the end of the video then. I don't know how this video is going to turn out, but I know I do reference this a lot. It is cool to look back on this 6 years from now and think, hey, I should probably held on to that, or think, oh yeah, I can't believe I got that for that cheap. I got a couple ideas for potential videos I would want to go back and revisit and bring back to light on the channel. So if you do enjoy this, kind of video, let me know down in the comments below. Whether or not I do keep doing these is up to, what you guys think, up to the views, up to the like and dislike ratio, up to the comments. So let me know about that. These won't replace like Saturday videos. These will only come out probably either in the middle of the week or if I don't have a pickup video ready for Saturday morning. So let me know what you think down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. let me know what you thought about it, like in the comments. Like I said, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If somehow this is your first video you've watched of me, it's kind of weird. Your first video you watched of me was me talking about my first video. It feels right. I don't know. But yeah, no, let me know what you think about this, and follow me on Twitter at ObjoGaming, and I will see you next time.